all summer. You can just see the confidence in our kids coming out. You can also just see the increase in body mass that they have and strength. That it's a different unit. It's a totally different unit than what we looked like in the spring, and I think they're advancing and getting better every day.
I think we all work together as a unit. It's very important as a whole entire defensive line that my guys up front, the D tackles, that we push the pocket and we get pressure, and we might not get the sack, but we want to disrupt the quarterback's rhythm and get much as push as we can as possible.
All of us work well together. I think it's a great situation that we have somebody working with the interior linemen and doing a phenomenal job with those guys, and then we kind of piece the puzzle together, and then with the defensive ends, just utilizing and feeding off of what we're getting from the inside push, and it goes along with the same thing with them getting bigger, faster, stronger. And we got bigger kids in there this year, and it makes a big difference in what we're able to do with the individuals getting the push in the middle and allowing those ends to be a little more active on the outside. All bring something unique to the table, and that's the fun thing about coaching these guys. You have Caleb Hawkins and you have John Macbeth, our two starters, but we don't really miss a beat with Andrew Mayton, Daniel Nash coming in. Tajay Watt is a totally different individual when he comes in. He's a lot smaller than the other guys, but he brings some tools, to the table as well that allows us to do some unique things with him.
In my personal opinion, Coach Ray is the coolest coach on the whole team. He's a teacher. He's a mentor. He's just an all-around really good guy. He's taught me so much, and this is about to be my third year. I've learned so much from him, and I'm really lucky to have him as a coach.
I like to be an individual that we like to have fun. We're a unit that has a lot of fun, and like I say, winning's fun. Getting sacks are fun. Getting tackles for loss are fun. And the guys know when I'm at them and when I'm yelling at them, there's a purpose and a meaning behind it. We don't just yell to yell. We're yelling and motivating those kids for a reason. But I have individuals that are, they all are like thumbprints, I always say. They're all unique, they're all different. Some guys like to just be talked to and told how to go, and some other guys, you gotta be on them a lot and put my thumb on them and yell at them and get after them to get the point across. So that's kind of where I come in. Is I like to be able to read individuals and know which ones need the arm around the shoulder and telling them which direction to go, and which one needs my foot, behind them, pointing the right direction for them to go.
We're all at least second year at defensive ends, and from the spring to now, in the spring we focused on scheme and just learning the defense, and now we're focusing more on our craft and our skills, and we've all gotten a lot stronger and bigger and bulkier. We don't want to admit it, but D tackles get us a lot of sacks. If the quarterback can't step up in the pocket because of the D tackle pressure, the only place for them to run is on the outside, and that's where defensive ends live, I guess. So they get us our sacks, but it works both ways too. So if we come off the edge hard, the quarterback has to steps up in the help of other D tackles.
I think when I first arrived early March of last year, when I walked into the room the first time, I looked around, and the two starters that I had, they was around 240 pounds. And I know one of the biggest things we wanted to do in recruiting was go out and change the DNA of the defensive tackle position, which I felt like we did. Xavier Dunn kept coming in at 6'2", 315. Derek Davis and Tyler Jr. is both 285 or better. And then the young man that I already had, Helva, Kelvin Ume, and Fred Morin, and some of those guys, Coach Bart did a great job from the spring to where we are now with those guys gaining weight. Right now, Helva's up to 280. Kelvin Ume is already at 290. And Fred Morin, it went from 240 to almost 260 right now. And so that will help us a lot. We're much bigger. We'll be able to hold point much more stronger for the run game, and also pushing the pocket in passing situations.
I believe we've gotten bigger, stronger, faster from the spring ball. Spring ball, we are more concentrated on, like, I would say the schemes, so to speak. And coming into the fall, we're bettering all our techniques, slanting and all that, trying to get upfield as best as possible. Well, everyone's first time is always going to be hard, catching up with the pace of everything from college and high school. College is a lot different from high school. They're coming in, their first game, their first practice was a bit like, it was a lot to take in. But as the days have gone by, they've gotten a lot better, taking it slowly.
My coaching philosophy is very simple. I want the young men to play hard. I want them to play fast, but I want them to be smart from the neck up. It's a lot of defensive linemen around the country that has all the ability and all the God-given talent, but what's going to separate you on the football field is what you know from the neck up. And so that's meaning, you know, using your head and being smart. And, you know, I stress 3 things with my young men that they control each and every day. That's their knowledge, that's their attitude, and that's their effort. Me as a coach, if I see one of my guys not doing that, it's my job to push them to get that and be able to do it every day on their own. But those 3 things they control, and that's what I teach and believe. And I just want the D tackles to be a close-knit group, trust, love, and care. If we can do those 3 things, we'll be committed to something great.
He's a very hard coach. We're pretty sure everyone knows that. But besides that, he really cares about us and tries to make sure that we're in the best position during practice so that come game time, it'll all be easy, the game will move slowly and we won't be under pressure anytime.